Each week, Wells Fargo Bank brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Marissa, this week the story of a Saratoga football player and wrestler competing at the highest level despite a tragic loss at home. For young athletes, competing is an all-day, 7 days a week adventure. You have to have a support system to get you to the track, to practice, to the games. Most often that support system is your family. For Michael Fitzsimmons, it was his mom.
She tried to come to most of my games. She told me she loved me all the time. She's a very smart woman. She helped me with my homework. Just very supportive, very wonderful.
Mike plays football, wrestles, and this year will compete on the track for the Saratoga Falcons. It was during his season as a sophomore he heard the tragic news.
None of us really knew that she was sick. She didn't tell any of us, but she was kind of tired towards the last couple of months, not a lot of activity. So we were all a little worried about her that way. She had pneumonia and she was dangerously underweight. So that combination kind of just too much for her. It's pretty sad. They pulled me out of school. When I saw the ambulance outside of the house, I was pretty worried about what had happened. And then my grandfather told me on the front porch what happened.
Dang, were you just completely shocked?
Yeah, I was shocked. Just sat on the porch for a while.
Mike took a week off to grieve and then went back to school, working hard on the football field and in the classroom. He maintains a 3.7 grade point average. It was football and his teammates helping him through this very difficult time.
You know, it was a real shock for the entire team, and everybody felt extremely sad for Mike. And you know, we got a great bunch of kids here, and everybody really reached out to be there with Mike. Everybody came to the service, and I think Mike knew that he had a separate family from his own, guys that would really watch out for him and try to assist him through the process. And I know Mike appreciated that.
The fact his mom died unexpectedly from pneumonia was a shock. Michael, who had relied on his mom for all of her support. His 4 older brothers and sisters and his father took over that role, but it was his role in sports keeping Michael on track. This past football season, Michael had 40 tackles and 4 sacks as part of a tough Saratoga defensive line. This season, Michael was a key part of the Saratoga wrestling team before breaking his hand last week. He expects to be back on the mat in a few weeks and is excited about the football team's chances his senior season.
For as quiet as Mike is, he's one of those guys, puts a football uniform on and kind of turns into the Incredible Hulk. He's plays with a lot of enthusiasm and a ton of passion.
So now Michael works out and competes with a different support system. His mom is no longer around to drive him to events and cook his meals, but his family at home and his teammates at school are filling in best that they can.
I just miss seeing her, talking to her about sports, I guess. She loved watching football. It's always fun to talk to her.
Michael knows his mom is watching, and she is proud he is staying on track. Mike is coming off an outstanding junior season and looking forward to playing his senior year on the football field for the Falcons next season.
Well, they had a great season this season, so hopefully they can continue that next season.
Absolutely.
All right.